Sam, I know there's nothing I can do to make it right. I know. Sam, stop hurting yourself. Please. Give me the gun. There is nothing left for you here. Nothing but sadness and regret. You can't go on like this. Come take a walk with me. Come meet my crew, Sam. It's time for you to hit the road and start a new journey.
Intoxicants successfully purged. Blood alcohol content nominal.
Well, it looks like someone needed a nap. Hope you like your new private room. Feel free to make yourself at home.
Wait, hold up. Where's the pod? Where's Lou?
Settle down, Sam. Lou's with me. You'll see us soon enough.
Why are we black and white? I assume we're inside totally not Metal Gear Rex. I mean, it's certainly got its vibe. It's not quite as fancy as the rooms we're used to. Can I still save and stuff in here? Still got my little ring finger on. The map of the DHV Magellan? That's probably not how you say it. When looking at the map of the DHV, press up and down to change floors. To switch between maps, press R1 and L1. Fancy. It's totally like Metal Gear Rex's head. It's even got a crane that kind of looks like the railgun a little bit. Sort of. Oh, things just got weird. Let me really save before we do anything else. I mean, okay, should we go figure out why the fuck we're black and white? Do I have a shirt? Can I even get out of here? What's this? That's where my little cryo bites, or whatever they're called, live. My little aquarium. Wants me to activate this. Do I move about using the map, do I? Quite a big place, huh? My objective to wash my face. If you insist.
Welcome to Drawbridge, Sam. And to the GHV Magellan, our mobile base of operations. Come on, I'll help you get your bearings. This is the ship's armory. Here you can check your weapons and put them through their paces. These rooms over here belong to other members of the crew. They're pretty much the same as yours. And the shower's down at the end.
This is one hell of a ship you got here. Courtesy of the UCA, I'm guessing.
No. As I told you, Drawbridge is a civilian outfit. But we do have a generous patron with access to plenty of capital and tech.
Sounds like a UCA big shot.
Don't ask me. We've never met face to face. They value their privacy.
Seriously? No better than to believe that bullshit.
We've both been used and lied to before, it's true. But as long as they keep up their end, I won't pry. This is the headquarters of our humble operation. The bridge of the DHV Magellan. It's always like this when the DHV Magellan's on the move. Meet Tarman, our resident doctor and geophysicist. He's also the captain and pilot, in case you hadn't noticed. And a fellow doom sufferer. The nav console offers a direct connection to the Tar currents. The downside being that we all have to bathe in Caralium.
Happy to have you aboard, Sam. You'll have to excuse me if I don't shake your hand.
You steer this ship solo?
Yeah, though the computer does most of the work.
So this is a submarine?
Spot on. We dive into the Tar and use it to travel underground.
Just beneath the surface of the Earth, there are currents we can ride almost anywhere.
So what's your role in all this?
Me? I make sure Drawbridge's grand plans go off without a hitch.
So you're the commander?
That's right. These days I'm fragile in name only.
So where we headed?
At the moment, we're bound for the Plate Gate in Mexico. The one that you put on the network for us. Our destination is on the other side, Australia, which we've been asked to link up next.
You know, the problem is, not everybody wants to be part of the UCA.
That's not the plan, Sam. The UCA isn't looking to expand its borders. Just like with Mexico, they want to bring new regions into the network. That's our last, best hope of saving the world. Which is why we're here. Or more importantly, why you're here.
Well?
Ah, so Lou is the child's name. Hello? Excuse you. I too am a member of Drawbridge, believe it or not. It is an honor, Sam.
Is that a puppet?
What? A puppet? No, no! No, I am alive, and my own master.
This is Dahlman. A man whose cow wound up stuck inside a... Well, you get it. He used to be a spirit medium.
When I was still flesh and bone, of course. Regrettably, my transformation cost me my talents.
Lou, where are you?
Sam, that pod is empty. Oh. You know, no one should have to suffer such loss. I understand. Believe me, I do. Which is why, yes, I think you two should go on one more adventure.
What are you talking about?
Well, take Lou. Yes, and link up Australia together. Like you did before in America. I'm sure a lengthy journey will help you to heal.
Sam, we've arrived. In case you're wondering, my hand is traveling through the tar currents, which is lucky because that's what allows me to keep this ship on course.
We're by that research lab you linked up last time.
The DHV Magellan can travel to and surface anywhere, provided it's within network coverage. A genuine mobile base of operations.
Still not fully equipped, though. It doesn't have any proper guns.
Need to fix that at some time.
Anyway, the DHV Magellan's here to back you up. As always, you'll be the one leading the way to expand the network. We'll be right behind you, providing you with support. Just so we're crystal clear, Sam. Our mission is to connect the whole Australian continent to the existing chiral network here in North America.
From halfway around the world, how are we supposed to do that again?
By using the Mexican Plate Gate. One you already put on the grid, remember? To get started, all you have to do is cross over and connect your Cupid to the nearest chiral network terminal. As you extend coverage, we'll move the DHV Magellan to keep up.
And you'll of course be traveling with your child. I mean, that's what Lou would want, right? A grand new adventure with Daddy. I'm excited for you.
Go and get your gear sorted. We'll be waiting.
Well, we're definitely playing a Kojima game, huh? How's Lou doing? I guess nobody else can see, because we just see them as a ET, I guess?
You ready for another trip with Daddy? Okay, kiddo, let's go.
room of myself. Why is his hair like all blonde? Or whatever's going on with it. Dye hair. Dye your hair, son. Is there anything to customize really? Apart from the colour. What colour do we used to have? Black. I mean, the yellow just kind of matches the other bits, doesn't it? I'm fine keeping it as is, I think. VR training. New VR training. APAS has provided us with a new VR training program, the Porter Mastery Program. This one involves a mixture of combat and delivery exercises. Scores are recorded, so be sure to push yourself to the limit. Taking an interest in the new crewman. Yes, you have a weird tar cat. Does he have a name? Let's get out there, I guess.
Sam, would you mind if I joined you?
Humor him. His knowledge and experience will probably come in handy down the road.
Yes. Really, Sam? Your buttocks? What about shotgun? I prefer the driver's seat.
You have a choice!
What was that just now?
You saw it too, huh? Let's just say it's nothing new. I always got these flashes when I hooked up the pod.
Ah, the bleed-through effect, wherein the BB's memories are conflated with one's own. I'm sure someone explained it to you before. Though this is a little different, of course.
I really gotta deal with this shit again.
Sam, do you read me? You'll first need to access the Mexico side plate gate terminal. After we've confirmed network coverage, we can take the DHV Magellan and regroup at your position.
Okay. Am I going out with nothing? Guess I should probably stock up. I assume I can fabricate stuff from here, but... Couple of PCCs, maybe? What can we make so far? We can make towers, postbox, timefall showers. Was there something new we got? Do we have some spare boots? I guess we probably don't. Do I have any of this in storage? No, I do, okay. Let's not make things unnecessary then. Let's take a bunch of these, a couple of these. Spare of those. A gun or two, some grenades. Sure, put all that on my back. There we go, that's better. Well, let's roll. Really for the.
I haven't been outside in a long while. Let's get going, hmm? If nothing else, this journey should give you a chance to mourn.
Let's wait for the boss, right? What a motley crew. My waypoints still up here. I don't remove all markers. There you go. So we're teleporting to Australia, is what we're getting from this. Goodbye, America, I guess, or Mexico that we're in. So who do we think our beneficial supporter is that's funding all this? And for what reason?
You know, I meant it when I said I understand how you feel. But if you hold on to the sadness, it will weigh you down like an anchor. However much it hurts, you must carry on and do what only you can do. Grieve, of course. But keep moving, Sam. And when all is said and done, you can take stock. Decide what's next.
Only gonna get harder.
What are they doing? Why are they just spinning around? Just showing off. Where am I actually going? Favorite jacket. So something to pick up, I guess. That's over there. Am I just going up here? I'm not actually going to the research lab, right? Down there, I guess I should be going.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Just assuming I can't get this way. Well, no, I can go behind. That's fine then. We'll do that.
Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Hello and goodbye.
Two wheels up. Let's go. Okay. What's the deal with them?
I've never seen them before. They almost look like they're on a pilgrimage.
They can just waltz right through the gate like that?
It would seem so. Once you extend coverage into Australia, the chiral network should afford us some additional security. Or at least allow us to maintain a record of whoever uses the gate. It bears repeating that the UCA does not intend to restrict access to it. They only want to ensure safe passage for everyone traveling between the continents. Brace yourself, Sam. It's a gatequake. Oh. And a big one at that. Let's make our way to the plate gate. Carefully.
So who are those nut jobs? Let's be honest, they're probably going to be nut jobs. Need to be put down probably. I'll be surprised if they're friendly. Considering they came out of the tar. And red seems to be a theme for the bad guys in this one. Maybe apart from that ninja. Because he was red as well. Who knows?
Strange place, if ever I've seen one.
This is the strange bit, is it? Not the bit before.
There should be a terminal this way. Let's keep moving.
Just trying to avoid the tow.
Thanks again, Sam. The chiral network connection to Australia is holding steady. And you'll be happy to hear we made it here in one piece. Just to let you know, when you come back to the DHV Magellan, our patron would like to talk to you.
What do you know?
Order completed. Well done.
Tracking your Cupid connection progress. I guess you've noticed the Cupid symbols on the wall of your private room cell. To the left of your backpack. These symbols show how many facilities you've connected using your Cupid. In other words, they're proof of how hard you're working. Yeah, they kind of look like... I don't know if coffins is the right word, but sarcophaguses, maybe? It's also kind of what those guys had on their back, right? They definitely look different from the ones we had in the first game. Do we need to activate terminal or do I just go down?
Thank you, Sam. I'd like you to meet someone.
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the shit, and this whole operation, at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face, very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
Really? Did they literally get all these people to voice act all the same lines? I mean, Die Hardman was the one in most of them in the first game. I don't think Sam would trust Die Hardman. I feel like for him it'd be Deadman, right? He was the closest with him. Lochner or Hartman. But would he want to fucking have this guy speaking in Deadman's image? Who do we do?
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
We can sample them.
Sam, it's Hartman.
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Locke, no. We're the same.
Call me dead man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
I think because we don't really trust you, Die Hardman was always someone you didn't really know to trust, and that. Let's go with him.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
How about now, Sam? Feeling more at ease already, I'm sure.
You tell me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the president.
The new president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history. One can only guess what he felt about it. Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action. This led to the adoption of a new model.
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the chiral network are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will manifest somewhere within Australia once full chiral connectivity is achieved. At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your concern somewhat.
Guess so. Tell me, though, who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support. Welcome aboard, Sam. Charlie, we'll take it from here.
It will be your job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up. You won't be on your own this time.
So, you're gonna do it?
Did it before. Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Did you manage to get some sleep, Sam? I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Looks like you've been supplied with the Drawbridge crew hat. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
Oh, I said it before, I'll say it again. What a motley crew. And who let the cat in my room? Can I pet the cat? No, it feels like it'd be sticky.
We can discuss anything you like here, Sam. It's a private room, after all. So if you ever want to sit down and talk, I'd be happy to share my thoughts on a variety of topics, along with any discoveries I happen to make. And who knows, some of it may even be of use to you as you work to connect all of Australia to the chiral network. It's important to remember that defeating BTs isn't the same as eliminating a threat once and for all. These entities are simply being driven back to the world of the dead for the time being. You know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different hats, Sam. Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like. I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion.
Yeah, you sure that's a good idea?
I hope it's not too much to ask that you continue to take me with you into the field. I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead, after all. Some of it might come in handy. An advance expedition sent by APAC came to the Australian continent ahead of us. They constructed various facilities and laid the groundwork for chiral network expansion, meaning that all you need to do is travel to these facilities and connect your Cupid to put them on the grid. We aren't the only members of Drawbridge, so you know. We have associates who've already established themselves on the ground. I expect you'll run into them from time to time. Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror above your sink displays images of the outside world? These images change as we travel and actually show what's waiting for us outside the DHV Magellan when we disembark. Prolonged living inside an enclosed space can be bad for one's mental health due to the unchanging environment. That's why I asked Tarman to implement this particular feature. A digital photo frame, so to speak. An easy to understand name, don't you think? Though I'm the only one who calls it that. Anyway, it'll give you a preview of our surroundings. That's sure to have some practical benefits. Showers these days are truly impressive, Sam. They really are. They're able to collect all the minute chiral crystals from your wastewater and repurpose them for later use. The ones on board the DHV Magellan are the latest model. You would do well to use them regularly.
Feeling well rested after some quality shut-eye?
What hat did we get? Should we put him in? Yeah, that's fine. I think I like that look anyway. Then I'm not really a big hat guy. Especially, I mean, you could argue a hat is good in hot weather, but because it keeps the sun off your face, but it's also going to make your head hot. Some shades was probably a good idea. But meh. Anything left to do? God, we got another snowy mountain peak. I'm not sure I remember that being a thing. Do they have snowy mountains in Australia? Don't think they do, but could be wrong. Okay, I guess we're just going.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Another curious vision.
So in the last game, when we had these visions, we assumed, from what they told us, that we were seeing past visions from BB. But then that came out in the end of that game, that they were actually Sam's visions, because he was once a BB. So my guess is this time, this is actually BB's visions. So seeing, like, maybe his family. Seems like it went about as well as Sam's did.
All right, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another. And so, to bring all of Australia into the chiral network, we want you to cross the continent and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network. Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land, and we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultradeck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. All right, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
Updating with new data supplied by Drawbridge from outside chiral network coverage.
Okay, deliver chiral decontaminators to a government base. I mean, as far as our route goes, this looks a bit uneven. And this is BT territory here. What's this? Photo spot. Okay. I mean, I guess we could go and investigate this and then head around and avoid this bit. So from here, we'll just kind of... I don't know, head down here. Again, it's all going to depend on the terrain as we go. I'm going to have to cross 2 rivers to get over here.
Delivery route finalized.
I wonder if I need a few more bloody ladders. Oof.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's processing power. Due to the timeless nature of the beach, the potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite. Its analysis will therefore grow more comprehensive as you complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
Okay. APAS enhancements can develop and upgrade Sam's movement and combat abilities to suit your playstyle. These enhancements can also be accessed by pressing that button to open the ring terminal and selecting APAS enhancements. Let's take a look.
APAS enhancements are now available.
Activating an enhancement requires you to create an unbroken connection to it using your available memory. Enhancements can be freely changed whenever you have chiral network coverage, allowing you to select a bespoke loadout for specific orders. Okay, so we have like a talent tree. Improved water filtration. Augments your canteen's water filtration capabilities, allowing you to fill more quickly when submerged in rivers or exposed to timefall. Supposedly it also makes the contents taste better. I mean, unless they've changed things, how things work a little bit in this, like I feel like I barely ever used the canteen in the last one. Simple noise canceller. Generates sound waves that are the precise inverse of those made by Sam's footsteps, effectively neutralizing them and rendering his movement almost silent. Continue recording analysis of Sam's footsteps allows this enhancement to be developed. Could be interesting for stealth. Improved MP bullets boost the accuracy and power of MP bullets. This enhancement was developed following analysis of combat logs. Doubles the terrain scanner's range, allowing Sam to analyze terrain for a greater distance. And then this is out of range, I guess. Sensor mode change adds a mode to the terrain scanner which reduces its overall detection area in order to increase the range. This enhancement will develop in order to allow porters to respond to a wider range of situations while on the field. I mean, these two seem to be like the best two to me, personally. Then maybe this one? Must mean there might be more later. So what do I have? What do I need to spend these on? How many of these can I turn on? I have 20 available. Let's see. I might as well just turn that on, right? Because there's nothing else. I can't put water ball into what? No, that requires 40. That's why I can't do that one. Yeah, I'll just put that on for now then. Let's sort our cargo out because it's a bit of a mess. So we've got a PCC, another PCC, we've got a couple of ladders and a climbing anchor. Another climbing anchor, a couple of blood grenades, a couple of blood bags. I think we might need any more ladders. Yeah, we're already looking pretty heavy. I mean, it's not too bad, it could be a lot worse, but... I don't know if I want to take the bike. I think I'd rather go on foot for now. Especially in the terrain we've got. Let's put a kitty cat on there. Yeah, that'll do. Do I want to fabricate anything? Do I have one of these in my inventory? I don't, do I? Okay, an extra ladder and an extra, well, and a repair spray. Let's go. Yeah, we're just over 100. We've got 36 to go as far as weight.
Okay, there you go, Speed Demon.
Uh-huh.
Instantly raining. I'm not going to pick any more crap up, I don't think, if I can help it. I think we've got enough. Maybe if we use some of these ladders up. Oh, welcome to Australia, I guess. It's not where I expected us to be going. Just interact with this marker so it goes. Oh, that's probably bad, huh? Guess we're in BT territory now. Got very red all of a sudden.
Your order deck's twitching. There must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your order deck's movements as you proceed.
The order deck detects BT. The order deck will point at a BT closest to your location and give an indication of its approximate distance. Very careful when the order deck starts to spin rapidly. Yeah, we know. This isn't our first rodeo. It's alright, I've got a few grenades for them. Need to lighten the load anyway. Right, where are we in the scheme of things? Didn't think BTs were going to encounter until we got to around here. Shows them there. This is just out of the range of the coverage, right? The network. And there's all one over there. I hate to think what their BT's like are over in Australia. If anything like their insects, we're in trouble. Cut down here, I guess. There's a PCC there for some reason. I know we're probably okay to... as soon as I fucking stand up. Why does it go more mad when I'm standing up? Oh, he's there. Calm down. He's a big boy though, huh? Do I want the PCC ready? I don't know what I'm really going to build at the minute. Cargo limit almost reached. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. Calm down. I don't think we can build bridges yet, right? Yeah, I'm not sure how we're getting over this for our photos spot or whatever. There's a lot of river there though, look. Depends how bad this river is, I guess. There we go. It's a bit nicer now. It's a bit thinner further up. We can build bridges. But we're outside of the network. So that doesn't help me, does it? I mean, we could potentially float and swim across, maybe. Careful, Sam, careful. Rearrange cargo. Can I really sort my cargo out in any way though? I shouldn't have picked that PCC up, should I really? It's getting a bit much. I mean, we could try here.
Might there be somewhere we can cross more easily?
It's yellow, it's not red at least. Okay, it's eating into our stamina a bit more than it normally does. No, no, my shit! Get after it! Oof, I was lucky. Well, we made it. Alright, that's one river down. Photo spot was here. God, I've got to get over this. For a photo spot? Why am I doing this? Just gonna confirm, my ladder's not gonna get me over there, right? Connecting two ladders, hold it. L2 really let. Damn it. Missed what it said there. Connect ladders. Ah. Well, that's neat. Wish I'd have known that. Would have got over the other one. So you can use two ladders. Nice. There, I think I only brought one extra with me, so now I can't really do that again. Let's me find another one. We did see another one. Right, so what's this photo spot then? And what does that even mean? I don't even know how to take a photo. I don't even know what I would take a photo of, to be honest. It's all very nice, but... Where do you take photos? Where's the photo mode that everybody loves so much? Don't actually know. Well, I'm glad we came over here for nothing. I mean, to be fair, we had to cross this river, that first river anyway. So now we can just go back across the bridge, the ladder bridge we built. And then we're back on track, right?
Come on, Sammy boy.
Careful, Sam. No, I didn't want to. It's floating. Because of the crystal stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, can I really rearrange this any better? Yeah, a little bit. It all helps.
How you doing, Sam?
I mean, I've got like an extra little space there. I could throw that on, I guess. Oh no, that's bigger than I thought it was. Shit. Grab this stuff, I guess, as we see it.
Yeah, that's the way.
Where the hell are we going? Alright, someone calm down. Should probably get on the road, huh?
Come on, Sammy boy.
Whoa, 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 slow down. Leave us free snack. The hell was that? New feature, mass fabrication. Now fabricate different items simultaneously. Select the equipment you'd like to fabricate and press square to add it to the fabrication queue. I think we already did that. Surely a frame added to photo mode. Okay.
Don't be afraid.
Using holograms like we were?
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery.
Went for a bit of a swim.
Not too bad, it seems. Thanks for bringing it all this way.
You're welcome.
Like everyone says, you're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
Weapon data, bowler gun. This was one we used a little bit in the first game, right? Ties people up. Some new updates for the firmware stuff.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the Death Stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination, those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realize it at the time, but the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the plate gate. The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia. At least, that's what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability. Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision. And then, there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we've patched through an Odradek update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road. Due to our proximity to a PT area, this shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us. Clear as day. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other PT. You're gonna want to steer clear at all costs. We're not doing any better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The brigands have been trying to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. They've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure. Before I forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander, who lives not too far from here. He's an old ally who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways. And he retired to a shelter off to the east. He can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work. Especially if you're the type who likes to fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands and damn sight more effectively in any case. I'll filed this request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the chiral network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
Kind of danger. Kind of differs on what weapons I might take. I think I'm gonna unload a lot of shit though, because carrying all this stuff is a nightmare. Right. Blood bags and grenades are fine. I think I might get rid of the Mesa gun now. We'll try the bowler gun. I did like that one in the first game. Okay, let's see what we're taking with us first. Suborders are additional requests for local residents. They do not have to be completed, but completing them does bring benefits. This is to the lone commander. I guess we'll take that. That is kind of uphill. But I can see routes that don't really require much tools. I don't know if we'll need ladders and ropes. There's generally always a way to climb around, right? Besides going uphill like climbing ropes, not going to be much good. It's going back down again. That might make things easier.
This cargo has been designated breakable.
Oh, great. Breakable cargo is more easily damaged than regular cargo. An impact such as a fall can severely damage breakable cargo, even if its container is perfect condition. Be mindful of uneven surfaces when transporting breakable cargo in a vehicle.
Hello, Sam. This is Charlie. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter suits with camo patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic porter suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences at the time. Try experimenting with your options.
Okay, where do I do that? See. I quite like the jacket he was wearing at the very beginning of the game. Can I not wear that? We've got normal black camo and desert. Sure, let's mix it up. Components, here we go. This is the stuff we're interested in. Grenade patch, spare ammo container. Back protector, an armor that protects Sam's back from gunfire. It will shatter after taking enough damage. Sure we're not going to be shot at, right? So how many of these can I have? I'm gonna run out of materials for it now. Okay. Very nice. And then what do we need? So we need chemicals. Then we're gonna need resins as well soon. Okay, well that's some additions at least. Enhancements then, what we got? Augmented motion scanner increases the time for which the results of the motion scanner are displayed. Detected entities will cease to be displayed if you get too close. Take that off. 60 for that. I'll put that on instead for now then. Are we going in the same direction for the main objective as well, or? Because if not, I'd rather just get this done and then come back. Can I get a bowler gun? We've got room for more grenades now, right? Now we've got these blood bags. Oh, there you go. We can see it filling the grenade patch. That's cool. We're going to want a PCC. I feel like I should always have one just in case. Let's just make those for now. You now have the required materials for fabrication. Recycle cargo to increase your stock materials. Yo. Recycling, storing materials. Top up a facility stockpile by recycling unwanted equipment or storing materials. Try doing this if a facility doesn't have enough of the materials you need. There are infinite materials to fabricate the selected equipment. Adding the cargo list below to the recycled queue would make up the shortfalls. Sure? Okay, let's... Did I get rid of my gun? I've got grenades, I could just use that against BTs. Grenades are fine. Let's take a ladder, attach that to the suit. I'll take one climbing anchor, I guess. I don't think we're going to need more than one. PCC. I mean, we've got the slots on the suit. I guess I'll fill them with at least something. Okay, I'm happy with that. Pretty heavy, huh? I don't have that much. It's also very dark. Right, we're heading up here for this, are we? We got BTs in the way. So how do we want to go about this then? I'm thinking like here. Point of interest. Define interest.
Commencing route creation.
And then we're going to have to go through BT territory, aren't we?
Delivery route finalized.
Well, I wasn't quite finished, but sure. It's a start. Oh well.
Come back again soon.
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like. After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Okay. And how would you do that?
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Don't slack off.
Be careful, we do have a fragile container here.
You know what to do, Sam.
Why do I send him for recon then? Here comes the rain. I think we haven't encountered one of these watches yet, right? Didn't it say something about they only appear if we get caught by a BT or something? Or do we have them roaming around out here? I don't know why I'm taking such a wide berth. I guess just to clear this marker. What is that thing? A bit of ruin? Now, should we assess the situation before we move on? So we don't want to go down that way, that's a bad idea. I think what we did is pretty much okay.
Commencing route creation.
Up there. Not sure what that symbol means. Not like rock balls, maybe?
Delivery route finalized.
Yeah, yeah, let's see what the BTs have to say about that. Might be time to introduce them to our grenades. No, nothing. Took a few, huh? How many grenades was that? 3 or 4? You stay over there, mister. So I assume that one was a watcher, maybe? Since it had, like, glowing eyes? We just boop this marker. A free ladder. I mean, we can always recycle some of this stuff, I guess. Fuck. Didn't mean to throw that. Okay, that wasn't too many, right? 3, was that? Did I miss with the first one? That wasn't counting, so I don't know. It's more than one, that's for sure. I mean, they are big boys. Want to be this guy living up here, huh? Is this a watcher or is this a normal guy? He takes a few too, huh? Did I get him? No, he's still there. Are these all the same then? Okay, that was 4. Maybe avoid if possible then, because they're casting a lot of grenades here. How many do I have left? 3 sets of 5, I guess. Yeah, I see it. As long as it doesn't see me. I think we're in the clear. Should I grab these chemicals because we didn't need them? That's not gonna do.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the
Wasn't expecting a porter of all people to drop by. Most folks would have had Buckley's chance of making it out this far. Betting it was the government that sent you my way. They've got an eye for talent.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I appreciate what you've done for me. Really. but I'm afraid I can't agree to becoming a part of this chiral network of yours. To be frank, I don't trust you drawbridge people yet. There's also no end to the dangers in these parts. And if you haven't got what it takes to face them, you'll die like all the rest. Complete my latest order though, and I might be persuaded to reconsider. If it strikes you as an unreasonable request, you may as well go home now. There's no shame in recognizing when you're out of your depth. You gotta know what you can and can't handle if you want to survive out here. All of which is to say you shouldn't go off half-cocked and throw your life away. Are we clear?
Crystal. Sending me back down that way. Okay. I mean, as far as a route goes, I've not really got one in mind. We'll just kind of go this way. Kind of work it out as we go. Do I want all these? I don't think I need more grenades. I guess I can't fabricate here though, huh? I'll have a look at these ones that are dead to us. I don't know if you can recycle them and get anything for them. We don't have the fragile thing anymore, so that's fine. Just gonna dump that in the private locker. I don't need to be carrying that around. Back into BT territory, I assume.
Take care, Sam.
Grenades are they ready? Can we bypass these by climbing over this stuff? Take a more direct route, shall we? You know what? Let's actually use a ladder. Sod it. Nothing else, just to get them out of the inventory. Another use case, I think. hell am I looking at down there? Where are we now? Am I just after this, am I? Let's use these ladders up then.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Let's get a free ride up there. Right, we just gotta get back. I'm gonna put this guy in our way.
Commencing route creation.
To organize. Go. Could I kill all of these guys and clear the area out? Make it safer? They seem to need a lot of grenades.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Have a go at that. You actually managed to bring it back, did you? I'm genuinely surprised. Let me get a closer look at it. The contents look perfect to me. Hats off to you, mate. You are no average porter, mate. That much is crystal clear. I suppose I ought to hold up my end of the bargain. Get out your Cupid and finish the job.
Rank sniper rifle. Oh. Smoke grenades.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
So this is what it's like being all hooked up and wired in. At any rate, looks like the schematics for my trusty shooter and darling little smoke grenades are in your hands now. The former's a custom design of mine. Uses tranquilizer darts. Makes a hell of a bang when fired though. So keep that in mind. Just a shame our paths couldn't have crossed sooner. Maybe this world of ours wouldn't have been so divided. And maybe my mates wouldn't have had to die. My sniper rifle. It's configured to fire tranquilizing rounds. An ideal choice for those who prefer to get the job done without undue bloodshed. Bit of advice though. Make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon, so fire too close and they'll be all over you before you have time to react. And don't think about taking a shot until you've planned your next move. Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile, constantly securing new vantage points to evade detection. Ah, and always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme ranges. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target, depending on the distance. And finally, you want to hold your breath to steady your aim before gently pulling the trigger. Having left that life behind, I've no need for guns any longer, but that doesn't mean they can't be of use to you. It may sound like a bit of a yarn, but my friends and I supported the government's plans to rebuild Australia. To defend ourselves against those who had other ideas, we had no choice but to take up arms. It ended up costing most of us our lives. All because of me. The commander. You've seen what became of them. My mates are the Watchers scattered all over this hill. Mixed in with all the enemies we slaughtered. And for what? Deep down, we were all the same. Blokes who called this land our home. Was it worth all the struggle? All the bloodshed? For the world we shared to be reduced to this? So, I left the military behind. Decided I had to go it alone. I had to figure things out. Were we all just doomed to die and become Watchers? Was that the only way for us to come together? Now, fuck that. There was another way. Before it all went to hell, we should have tried to find common ground. And now, with your chiral network, that might finally be feasible. Working with the government too, maybe. For all that and more, I hope you don't let me down. Hey now, don't knock them till you've tried them, alright? Granted, you can't neutralize an enemy with one. But they are effective at blinding them and giving you cover. Far more than you probably realize. And even if they do open fire, you'll find that their chances of actually hitting you are slim to none. Which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no trouble disengaging and repositioning. Properly utilized, they're a great tool for disrupting enemy attacks and buying you room to regroup. Furthermore, if you happen to have a sensor or something similar on hand, you can use it to track enemies through the smoke. Making things pretty one-sided. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather get up close and personal, you can chuck one at their feet, waltz right up to them unseen, turn a firefight into a fist fight. I assure you, once you've learned how to use these little beauties to their full potential, you'll have a heap of new tactics at your disposal. Experiment, see for yourself. Righto, Sam. I know you got places to be, but an order just came in that caught my eye. Seems our friends over at the government shelter might be in a bit of strife. If you're willing to look into it, you can review the details by checking the sub-orders on the delivery terminal here. Might be a good occasion to fabricate a sniper rifle with the data I just shared, if you take my meaning. Anyway, think it over, would you?
I don't know, do I really need one right now? Right, we're heading back that way, seemingly. And heading it in there. But we still got to get back there, huh? I mean, we do have some climbing ropes, so we could go for a bit of an abseil. Still a bit of a trek.
Commencing route creation.
To be fair, there's probably a path down anyway. But careful enough. So that rope might be safe. Need, what, 60 for that? Wait for that. This is the time for which the results of this mission scanner are displayed. If detected entities will cease. Yeah, let's put that on instead of the scanner range. We can fabricate some more blood grenades here. Do that. Get myself. Do I want an assault rifle or a machine gun? Yeah, just in case things go tits up, I guess. Be nice to have them on hand. Got a few climbing ropes if we need them on the way down. I've got a ladder. I don't think we'll need ladders going downhill. Right, since we're basically heading back to where we came from, I will pretty much see you when I get back here, I guess, because it looks like we're just picking something up from here and then bringing it back to this guy. Okay, shall see you when I get there.